Much love to you and yours. This is Siren Buddha Medicine, Life Coach 369A, the Feminine Principle. So, I post a TikTok, and I don't fight it because every time I post, there's like somebody standing there watching as soon as I post to make false accusations. And get this, right? My personal life is my personal life. I don't promote things that I feel like are not okay for people. If I smoke, I don't promote smoking. You're not going to see me smoking, right? But my neighbors do. They see me smoking because they stalk me. So when I post content without smoking, I'm getting violations that say alcohol and drug use in my videos, which is a violation of TikTok community. And that's okay with me, right? But why am I being violated for something that I'm not doing in my videos? That I know that other people that are watching me, how do you know I'm smoking before or after or around my videos unless you're watching me? So I literally have neighbors watching me in my own time, minding my own business, perhaps make a TikTok video on my own time when I have spare time, and then when they see it, they're posting things that I'm not actually doing in my videos. And it's repetitive, the same kind of things. And one of the things that I have around my home is neighbors stalking me and invading my personal space. Now, the thing about TikTok is you have a right to express your feelings if you feel like somebody violated community ground guidelines and stuff, right? You want a safe environment. But it's not safe if you repetitively have people lying on you when you go to post your content. Where is their accountability? Where is their accountability for violating my right to use the platform without being harassed? So they're hiding behind the right to make complaints using the community violation guidelines, which are false. And what I would love for TikTok to do is set up an aversion to that. If you know you have repeated offenders and there's somebody that's always being accused of doing something, who is there watching the hundreds of posts that I'm being violated on that are being put back because it's false? And sometimes people are not even using, like, I'll post a picture of a swastika along with other pictures that have information about how that's a good symbol. But because someone's not looking at it, it's a community violation. The swastika is not a violation. It's not a hate symbol, especially when you're putting the information there with the history behind it. So it's just ignorance and lunacy. And also, if I do therapeutic dance on a day that is 101, 110 degree weather, and I'm wearing shorts and a top, and I'm not naked and I'm exercising, how is that a sexual violation? How is that sexually explicit unless you are a disgusting, horny person that can't control themselves and you cannot tolerate looking at people exercising? Spiritual dance is not a sexual exploitation. Therapeutic dance is a way to transform your emotions, to transfer your feelings and transform them into something else. It's very therapeutic. Not only are you getting the movement, which lowers your cortisol levels, you're getting sunlight, you're grounding, you're moving the energy. It's healthy physically and emotionally. Why is that a violation? How come every time I post, there's nobody there? Look, if TikTok is going to put community violation things up there for people to be able to utilize, then they should also have something there for people like me to protect themselves from haters and liars and people who like to confiscate your intellectual and creative property and use it for themselves while trying to keep your platform numbers down. The more violations you get, the less they can suggest your page. The more violations you get, when I post something, it's not getting the full flow of that time period because now it's being held up and it's being stopped because somebody lied and said it was doing something or meant to do something that it isn't. And so there needs to be a balance there. You know what I'm saying? TikTok benefits from having all of us posting whatever it is, even if it's nonsense and it's just ridiculousness. The fact that you're posting it there and somebody else wants to see it, somebody else is using the platform to see things like that, whether it's educational or funny or just ridiculousness or things that are happening in the world, educational. It's there for everybody. And if you don't like someone's content, you don't have to watch it. If they're not violating community guidelines, why is somebody spending so much time focused on particular individuals that are not protected the way that TikTok is set up right now? We are not protected. The guidelines are set up basically so it's easier for haters and people that are trying to stop other people from profiting from teaching other people. And I'm not making a doggone dime, not one red cent from being on TikTok. Okay? I'm not promoting myself like that. I'm genuinely just trying to share things that I would want for myself, information that I would want for myself, things that make me feel better that I would want for myself. I'm sharing myself in order to get things back. I'm paying it forward because trying to make a profit out of it under conditions like this is just too difficult. So I'm not making a profit. Nobody's giving me anything. Nobody's donating anything. Nobody's doing anything for me. I do for me. And so to have to put up with crap like this on top of it is pretty much ridiculous. So that's pretty much all I wanted to say. Not that under these conditions I actually feel like anybody gives a blip about what I'm posting if they're not, those who are not just taking it and folding my creative and intellectual property into their own platforms to make it look like Source actually chose them with the information without even mentioning me or giving me anything for it. Platforms like this are good for that. And I know the stakes as far as that is concerned, like I'm watching it happen. But to be harassed by haters on top of it without any kind of recourse or way to challenge that is absolutely ridiculous, you know? And so I just wanted to say, I'm already me. I'm already chosen, and it's already done. So whether you see me on a platform or not, I'm already in my purpose, a purpose that can't be stopped from you, from your community violations. Like walking the planet, I'm posting the stuff that I'm doing every day in my real life. Not necessarily for your entertainment, but as a record of my life experience. So enjoy yourself out there. Much love to you and yours. This is Life Coach 369A, and it ain't stopping. I'm out.